Hello and welcome to our Retire Early lifestyle. We had several options when we came back to the U.S. after 13 years abroad. We could rent a house, or buy a travel trailer and live in it. After living abroad for more than a decade and traveling around the world, living in a travel trailer just did not sound like an inviting option, and so we decided to buy a fixer home. We've said many times to stay out of debt, one way is to buy a fixer-upper for cash within your means. Frank and I are now both retirement age, and fixing and repairing will go a bit slow, but who is in a hurry? We have a roof over our head, and at least we're still in good enough shape to get on the roof and repair it, little by little, or paint walls and refurbish hardwood floors, because that's in our plans with this old fixer. As to prices, within your means just that. You're paying all cash and not taking out a bank loan. Neither are you going into debt to a previous owner for any part of the purchase price. The way we see it, the general price ranges for fixer-uppers are below the $50,000 mark, and then there is the above $50,000 but below $100,000, and then there is the above $100,000 category. That is just going to vary based on where you are in life financially, your risk tolerance allocation, and of course location. We steer clear of large metro areas, and we suggest you do too. Generally speaking, you can go as low as you like, but in those cases you will be committing to repairs that for most people are going to be overwhelming. So for the do-it-yourself timid, you would want to try to get a house that needs very little work, and you would be in a higher price range, but anything is possible when you set your mind to it. The focus, though, is to avoid debt at all costs so that you can have your retirement early lifestyle and live the life you were called to live. The great aspect about it, no matter how much you pay outright for your fixer, you own it free and clear, and you have a roof over your head. Isn't that what's important, having a livable house rather than buying a showcase home? You can make your fixer as nice as you want, by the way, and eventually it can be the showcase home that you want. And just think, we don't have to make any videos for you about foreigner-caused spiraling rent prices abroad, the gentrification of locals, and the gringo vicious cycle that the live-abroad crowd just loves to hear about. If you're interested in those types of videos, go here. Instead, we can live in our own land where everyone speaks our language and put money into our own estate in the long term for our grandchildren. Fortunately, we have been blessed with the retire early lifestyle for over 3 decades thanks to our strategies. We're not telling anyone what to do or how to live, we're only showing you what we're doing to keep our liberty and encouraging those that are called to do the same. We chose to never allow ourselves to be in debt and to buy everything outright. So we bought a cheap house, which does need a lot of work. We are encouraged that we have our health and that even at just a couple of hours a day, we can make a good amount of progress in the long run with the repairs. Okay, well, we have to get busy then and fix our home and make it more valuable with our sweat equity. Here we go. First things first, roof prepping for repairing and resealing. Eventually we're going to put a metal roof on it, but that comes later. Right now we just want to clean and reseal the roof. Now we want to let you know the roof was full of debris and in worse shape than what you see in the videos and photos. And unfortunately we didn't take any photos when it looked like a jungle was growing on it. The whole back side of the roof was full of vegetation and debris and big branches, and under that it was covered in a lot of moss, as you can see in the photos. Frank spent an hour or two over a course of 3 or 4 days in total cleaning the roof, getting it prepped for the sealant. We just ordered the sealant, which we will apply next week, and we'll share that in a different video.
Okay, so I'm prepping the roof for covering, either with a metal roof or with just coating, you know, roof coating. So either way, you have to get the moss off and, you know, scrape it real good, clean the roof real good. Show you what the scraped area already looks like. I haven't done this side at all, but it wasn't the worst part. This side was, and you can see the spots where I've already done it. Well, this side here is where I've done it. These spots is where the moss used to be. So that's how that looks after it gets done. And then over here it still has some work that needs done on it. And the heavier moss, I use the rake on that. But then I come back with the parts, the little parts that won't come off, I come back with the little paint scraper. So whatever's not coming out with the rake, as I said earlier, you just do that. There's not very much of it. You're just sitting down, so it's pretty easy. The main thing is to not go against the shingles because they'll pull out. So two guys could knock this out easy. I mean, way quicker, because one could be raking and the other one sweeping, and then, you know. So, you know, pretty easy work, really. A couple hours, you get this done. It's not hard. You just push in the rake backwards, upside down rake. Just kind of loosens right up. So look how much better that looks. I just got that done. This was the other side that was done from yesterday. I'm going to come to from the other side so you can see how it's hard to tell from. So you can come here and see how much better that looks. See? That's pretty much done. This side I've done the majority of the big, I've done the big part, the big stuff. I probably have to go back over it with the rake a little bit more and then do a little more scraping and sweeping. Alright, so I just got done scraping all of the moss on this side here. This is the, what is that, the south end. That was the other side I had done, and this is this side. This is the front. That didn't need any. The sun beats on it and there's no moss. This is where all the shade is. But you can see in retrospect to the other videos, got it off. A combination of big scrub and then small manual scrub. So, looking pretty good actually. Ready for a coat or a metal roof right over the top of it.
How's it coming along up there?
Really good.
It is? All right.
I mean, compared to what it was before. I mean, it's an old roof, but all the moss is gone, you know.
By the way, we didn't have a way to get on the roof to even start this project without a ladder, and instead of buying a ladder for $200 or more, we built one with some free wood we already had. It took about a half hour to build, and we saved about $200 right off the bat. This is what you call smart frugal, and is just one instance where you put to good use resources, and maybe even free resources, you already have to save money. Smart frugal is being industrious with anything in your life. It could be with buying houses, cars, food, clothing, utilities, your entertainment, well-being, anything. On another note, let's talk about cost of living in America. This is a hot topic right now, and people need to be encouraged that you can make it happen for you by not focusing on what everyone else is doing. Follow your own way.
This is what I want to say to you guys. This was for a family of 5, I have to tell you, in North America on $1,500 or less. I just want you to know that I was on 3 acres and I had a house with a pool for that price. Now you might say, wow, that's Really, that sounds really low for North America. And you'd be right. Another consideration would be to revert back to a one-income household. You know, this would give one spouse the time and ability to learn how to work more effectively for your own household.
Talking about America's cost of living again, we had 2 viewers tell us how much they live on comfortably in the United States, and it wasn't anywhere near the $180,000 to $300,000 they're drilling into people's head that they need. I mean, come on, give us a break. The new joke is you need $5 million to live and retire in the USA. When can we stop laughing? Why do people believe this hype, as one viewer called it? I love it when people comment and show us how they're getting on with their life in the great USA. We're here to tell you that even if you live on a smaller income, you can be happy in America. You have so many options. You just have to think outside of the box and realize that it's your lifestyle and you can do whatever you want. You absolutely do not have to live in your car just because you have a small income, or you don't have to go running to the banks to get a home loan to have a roof over your head either. You can do it that way if you want, but you don't have to. And that's what it's all about, having more choices in life that give us the life we really want to live according to our calling. Well, that's it for this video. Take care and have a great day.